thousands of years back, when there was no technology, at all, which were built manually, which we cannot do now. So it is our responsibility. I can say it is every citizen's responsibility to uphold those times big, these monuments. And I'm so happy to see you all here. Rather, it is surprising for me. So many people have attended to participate in this event. That itself shows your heart. That itself shows your heart for restoring this kind of heritage.
World Monuments Front to share a few words on this milestone moment.
Honorable Minister, dear friends, Shalini Bhupal, the chair of WMF International Council and member of WMF India Board, members of WMF boards, members of WMF India Board, members of our International Council, members of the government, and dear friends. Namkasaran Andai, I hope I did that well. Welcome, bienvenue, ahlan wa sahlan. It's such an honor to be with all of you here tonight. It's a dream. I feel somebody called Shalu Bhupal and Tahrun Tahiliani had a magic wand to transform this place. And I couldn't be more honored to be here with all of you, eminent people from Hyderabad, members of our International Council who came from Latin America, from the US, from France, from the Gulf countries, to celebrate our 60-year anniversary. 60 years ago, a US Colonial Army guy called Colonel Gray decided to create World Monuments Fund because he believed that private individuals like any one of you, could make a difference in preserving heritage. And what has been an illustration of that? Over the last 60 years, we've grown into a global nonprofit. We are headquartered in New York, and we have offices in 8 countries over the world. Since our creation, we've partnered with communities, with conservation architects, with workers, but also with eminent philanthropists all over the world to preserve what is our common heritage, our human beings. This place you see here, I mean, it's obviously an example of neoclassic architecture, but you have also a Mughal gardens. You have an incredible, just behind us, papier-mâché ceiling that comes out Kashmir tradition. This is your heritage, of course, people of Hyderabad, but this is really our common human heritage. and this is why all of us should care about it. India has always held a special place at World Monuments Fund. We go, and we've led more than 30 projects from Ladakh to Mumbai, to Lal Bagh Palace, to here. Obviously, we've been working in this place for 20 years. And 10 years ago, we decided to deepen our impact, and we created WMF India, an Indian association, under the leadership of Babji, the Maharaja of Jodhpur, and many eminent board members. Shalu Bhupal is one member of it, but we are also honored to have with us Sangeeta Gindal and Priya Paul. Because we have so many projects around the world, people ask me all the time, what is your favorite country? And it's not because I'm in India that I'm going to tell you my favorite projects are the Indian projects. Because you have so many layers of history, incredible heritage. All of us should participate in rehabilitating this heritage and joining forces to make a difference in today's people's life. We create economic benefits. This place now benefits all the students from the university. And there is so much to do. And that's why I thank the government of Telangana, because we are so happy to take it to the next level and to have now this initiative along the Musi River. We are now studying several of the historical monuments, and they are inviting all of you to join forces and to have this public-private partnership to restore all those historical monuments alongside the Musi River. That will make an enormous difference in this city, and we would be really honored to work with you on this, with all our incredible India team, led by Malini Tadani, who is leading projects all over India. I'm also happy to say that we have here an International Council chapter with a huge representation from Hyderabad. Shalini is no stranger to that. This is the most rapidly growing chapter in India. But I invite all of you, whether you live in Hyderabad or elsewhere, to join this effort. You have such a richness of heritage. We can do so much together. And we are so grateful to Tarun Tahiliani for choosing to celebrate his 30-year anniversary. Like today, I attended a presentation by him, and he explained how much he's inspired by the history of India and by this communication between also Eastern and Indian art, Western and Indian art. And it was a great honor that it shows this place where we've been working for so long to celebrate his anniversary. This has been a feast, an accomplishment that wouldn't have been possible without special individuals. And that's why I want to say a few words about Richard Broyd, who has been a leader in this project. As I was telling you before, our organization is an organization of private individuals who believe in heritage. Richard Broyd has led heritage work in the UK, his native country, where he has now many hotels in heritage. But here he fell in love with this place, and he not only lots of financial support, but also his vision to restore this every year to really give us the impetus to support this place. So Richard, thank you so much for what you've been doing to support World Monuments Fund work globally and here in India, and to support heritage as a whole. So it's my honor tonight to congratulate you and to invite the Minister to give you the World Monuments Fund medal.
Thank you so very, very much. Thank you.
So, without Richard, this place wouldn't have been restored, And I'm happy also to announce that you may have seen it when coming here. There were works going on in the other blocks and all the way to the Musi River. The university, we've decided to restore the complete complex. And so that's going to be an extraordinary place, and none of that would have happened without his vision. So thank you, Richard.
Thank you. Honourable Minister, Benedict, President of World Monument Fund, Shalini Bhupal, thank you for the great honour you award in the award of this medal this evening. On the occasion of this splendid celebratory occasion, organized with such style by Shalini Bhupal. In reality, it is a great privilege and pleasure to support the global endeavors of World Monument Fund. In particular, I have valued that several of my involvements have involved both heritage and education in a single project. Prominently among them in this building, at the center of the Women's University. This work, as just been said, is going to be extended to a new and larger to restore all the other heritage buildings on the campus. And this, of course, as the Minister has just said, in the wider context of work in Hyderabad, particularly on the River Musi waterfront. I very much look forward to seeing this work progresses in a much shorter time scale than in the past over the next few years. And above all in this building, confirming the important aims of education and heritage restoration. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So thank you, Richard. You are an inspiration. I just want to conclude by saying that each one of you can participate at your own scale in this work, in your city, in your country, or globally. So this is an invitation for all of you to join our work in preserving the world's heritage. Thank you.
Thank you, Benedict. May I now invite Shalini Bhupal to come and say a few words.
Our Honorable Tourism Minister, Jupalli Krishna Rao Garu, for gracing this occasion at our Chakali, Ailama University. I would like to thank our donor, Richard Broyd, the university, Telangana government, Benedict Moller, and all the delegates and distinguished our beautiful city with their presence. Last but not the least, I thank Tarun Tahiliani for collaborating with us in this celebration of our 60th, 30th, and 10th anniversaries together. I just want to say, our monuments are not just stones and structures. They are all living memories. They are witnesses to our history, our culture, and our soul. Yet today, many of them stand quietly fading away, worn down by time and neglect. Let me share something personal, which I guess it's most of you. I was blessed to grow up with loving parents who took us back to their village for every holiday. We stayed in our ancestral home with my cousins, a place filled with warmth, laughter, and stories. Stories of my grandparents, stories of my great-grandparents, aunts and uncles were passed down softly, almost like secrets. They shaped me and remind me of who I am, while some put a smile on my face and some a... If a small home can carry so much emotion, imagine what these monuments would hold. Every stone has seen generations. Every room has heard laughter and hope. They're not silent. They're all waiting for us to listen. If we allow these to crumble, we lose more than just a building. We lose ourselves and our connection to the past, which would teach us and guide us of what we about the Telangana Heritage Partner Scheme that has just been launched by the Government of Telangana this evening. I look forward for all your support and participation in whichever way. Garu here and Gautami Garu here, who worked on it and put this project together. So I request you both to please come and stand right beside me so everyone can see who you are. So may I ask Jayesh Ranjan Garu and Gautami to please come here. And yeah, and we'd like to give them a bouquet. Yes, all I can say is request you that they're here. So we protect our past, we protect our identity. India. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Shalini. You are a force of nature and you have the gift of manifestation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward this evening, we invite you to remain seated and enjoy the show, which reflects the spirit of creativity, collaboration, and cultural continuity which brings us all together tonight.
The Hyderabadi residency, so magnificently, beautifully well restored by the World Monuments Fund, is testament to a reconciliation between East and West. It's the product of a great love story between the British resident of Hyderabad, a man called James Achilles Kirkpatrick, and his beloved Shia Muslim wife, Khairunisa Begum. The two managed to get together despite all their differences and all the obstacles placed in their way. And out of this marriage comes a gift from the Nizam, the building of the residency, and next door to it, the Rang Mahal, the wonderful Indian house built for Khairunisa in the Indian style. At a time when tension between East and West, the Islamic world and the Christian West, has never been greater, the story of James Achilles Kirkpatrick and Khairunisa shows that East and West are not irreconcilable and never had been. Only bigotry, prejudice, racism, and fear drive them apart. But they have met and mingled in the past, and they will do so again.